Guys, sometimes in these games, people claim to be the commanding officer, but I actually was the commanding officer. It's Paul, combat veteran, MMA fighter, YouTuber, and today we are checking out a creator I've never watched before. This is StoneMountain64. I am the damn commanding officer, YOLO on the Warzone, Call of Duty, Battle Royale. How many titles can one video have? Well, let's get into it.
Alright, squad, be advised. I'm going to be your commanding officer for this operation.
Oh man, is this based on... There was an old video years and years ago of another guy who did the exact same thing. Was that StoneMountain64?
Alright, you falling in line and rallying on my waypoint.
Okay, so a real commanding officer waypoint. No, you call rallying on a waypoint, you'll designate it as a rally point. You'll just say, check your mini maps for, or in this case, check your maps. But normally you would say, okay, we're going to rally at RP, at rally point Delta or something.
Fuck, dude, that
are you gonna lead us to victory?
Came from the game. Okay.
You gonna lead us to victory?
It's a battle royale. I don't know how he's VoIPing with people. Oh, he's dropping with randos. Got it.
Big 10-4 on that one.
Okay, here's the thing. 10 codes, when you see them used, those are for law enforcement. Law enforcement uses 10 codes to transmit over radio different things that are happening. And the military would say either Roger. Roger is their way of saying, I've received this message, or Wilco. Wilco means I've received your message and will comply. So Roger is like the military version of responding to a text with like O-O-H.
As long as you can follow the line and follow my commands.
I'm coming in, officer!
Ah!
Yeah, fall in line. Okay, fall in is a drill and ceremony command that usually means get in a formation.
That dude actually sounded like he came from the game. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Over. The real fight begins now.
Alright, squad, wait for the green light here! Maintain position, I'm gonna be your commanding officer for this operation!
You have an arrow in your body.
Don't worry about it.
I can't hear you, what you say?
It's gonna be hard to hear me over the plane here, but we're dropping in grid. Golf 3!
Okay, Cold 3 maybe is a grid in Call of Duty Warzone. A real grid is a very boring 10-digit number, sometimes preceded by 2 letters. And so it used to be that was just, you would get a grid over the radio and you would have to pull out your protractor, in combat, on patrol, and plot it on a map. And that would help tell you where you were or where the friendlies were or whatever. It also meant you would literally have to pull out a compass and do some math if you wanted to call for artillery fire, say, 300 meters north of your position. Though that's easy to do because grid squares, the first 5 set of numbers count up as, never mind. The point is, it's just a 10-digit, a 10-digit grid gets you to within, I think, 10 meters of a location. And so Gold 3 is nonsense.
Golf 3 is the DC! Stand by for the green light! Over!
Okay, if you only say over if it's a mic transmission. And when you say over, you're telling them, I'm finished communicating. And usually the implied message is, this is the part where you respond, even if you just respond with Roger.
Approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
You got the green light, squad! Eject! Eject! Eject!
Okay, you're not... So, all right. If you do airborne operations, you are not ejecting from the plane. Ejecting means you're pulling a lever and it's shooting you up, and you're abandoning your aircraft, right? You're not ejecting from the plane. You're jumping, and that's actually the term. You're performing a jump. So in airborne operations, right? He's close about the green light. There is a red light and a green light, and the green light means that you are cleared to deploy from the aircraft. You are cleared to jump. But what'll happen is sort of like what they depicted. For a static line jump, I don't know free fall operations, but a static line jump, you will have a jump master. It's not even your commanding officer. Your commanding officer will be actually following the instructions of the jump master. And the jump master might be a non-commissioned officer. He might not even be a member of your unit. Jump master will give you time hacks. He'll yell 10 minutes and you'll repeat it to the person behind you because it's hard to hear over the din of the engines. So they'll say 10 minutes and you'll echo 10 minutes. They'll say 5 minutes and you'll echo 5 minutes. And then it'll say, jumpers stand up. And so all the people in the aircraft that are preparing to jump will stand, right? They'll order hook up and you hook your static lines onto the cable. And then I think they'll call jumpers ready. You won't be able to miss it because the door will come open and the jump master will stand outside the door. They will check it for obstructions, and then you will be, I think they'll call standby, and then finally you'll see the light turn green and they'll just start yelling, go, 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 go. So the light turning green is the cue to jump. You don't need to follow it by a command. And that jump master will push someone out of the plane. He will grab their static line, pull it out of the way, and then grab the next jumper and basically ensure that they walk out of the plane and throw them out if necessary. But the commands are really protocolized and they are rehearsed to death. To give you an idea that I knew that entire protocol from memory, I went to airborne school in 2007. So it has been like 12 years, and you see, that's how good they are at drilling those protocols into you. I can still recite step by step how to jump out of an airplane.
Bearing 104, 800 meters out.
This guy fucking carries us.
I like it, bro.
Pulling the chute. Inbound, we're a half a click out. Be advised, we are not in the zone here, and we have another squad moving in. We're gonna need to make clean work. Get the loot, get going.
Oh my god, bro, it sounds like it's from the game.
There's no time for games here, Swaggy.
Swaggy?
I need you focused in.
I'm gonna shot it! I'm gonna shot it!
Take a evasive action! Dive! Come to my chute, I'm rolling with you!
Okay, so evasive action is an aircraft, and I think a naval thing. A person can't take evasive actions, or a ground vehicle can't take evasive actions. What would I command? Usually, I mean, it's something like that. I would just be like, get down, or give a simple command such as turn left, turn right. Here's the thing to remember is that the military has some terms that are really specific, and those are usually to help communicate clearly, but you should never use like militaryisms when it confuses the listener. That was always the rule. And I would shout people down on the radio who would come in and start reading like formal, like sounding like they were reading off a report card or it was so complex. Sometimes it would be like speaking in code. And in a tight situation, your best bet is always going to be simple, clear communications. So there's been times somebody was like, enemy detected at grid square, da, da, da. And I would say, stop. Give me a landmark. They go, okay, it's by the mosque. I go, got it. The mosque on Route Oscar? They go, yeah, that one. I'm like, okay, cool, I understand. How many enemy? They go, 3 packs. I'm like, simple. He goes, 3 dudes with rifles. Got it, right? You see how it's like you're never worse off by communicating with clear language.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
Scavenger contract acquired. Check your radar.
You okay, partner? I mean, commanding officer?
Grab your loot.
Commanding officer.
If you have a commanding officer, you'll address your commanding officer either by their call sign, which is usually a 6. So a call sign that ends in 6 denotes a command element. So if this was actually a commanding officer, it would be something like, call sign 6, gold 6, 1-6. So like my call sign is when I was deployed as a platoon leader was Roughneck. Our our company call signs. Roughneck 1-6, because I was the commanding. In the Army, we don't call it a commander; they're a platoon leader. But I was the leader of first platoon. Roughneck 1-6.
Moving up to next building, southwest. Going for scavenger. Moving up to the next building. Let's secure this contract. HQ's got a big bounty for us.
Yeah, this is actually. I mean, you would. So when you say next building, right? You always have to remember other people can't see what you see. So you always want to provide some sort of orientation so that even if someone is looking in the opposite direction of you, they can still understand it. So instead of saying we're going to the next building, and he corrected himself, he said to the southeast. That's perfect radio procedure.
Got it.
Contract updated. New objective identified.
Anyone got sniper rounds?
I got 40. Here.
Copy,
I'll dump
big.
them right here.
Copy.
Here I go.
Thanks for the rounds. Locking and loading.
Yep.
Okay, the locking and loading, I'm not sure. I think that's an outdated term. Yeah, I don't really know what lock and load denotes. I think it means lock your magazines into the well and load a round into the chamber. That's my guess. But it could also be lock your open bolt machine guns to the back and load a belt in. But yeah, I've never heard somebody say lock and load. What we called it is weapon status red. So we would communicate as weapon status. Weapon status red meant round in the chamber. I think it was like weapon status red. I think was round in the chamber, like ready to fire, like safety off. Basically, that's the status that your weapon is in when it's engaging the enemy, or when you're like clearing a weapon or at a range. Weapon status amber was when a round is in the chamber but the weapon's on safe, and green was weapon on safe, no round in the chamber when we were deployed. When you're on a range, it's a little different. Green is actually the weapon has been cleared and there's no rounds anywhere near the weapon.
Sounds like there's people behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10-4. That's Tango's up at quarry, about 200 meters
Never heard anyone in the military call them tangos.
out. Position should be strong from here.
More tacticals here.
Contract acquired. Stand by for your radar update. Flag has been marked. Helo above! Helo above!
Don't shoot them.
Okay, again, would you call it a helo? No. It's also confusing because if there are friendly helos and enemy, see, they got me doing it. There's friendly rotary wing aircraft and enemy rotary wing aircraft, then it's important to denote, again, clear communication. Enemy, you would say enemy aircraft overhead, or enemy helicopter overhead, or enemy rotary wing overhead.
Don't shoot.
Holding fire. They're moving down towards us. Take this shot! I got a hit on the driver! Take him out! Deploying flares!
I hit one.
So you wouldn't yell take them out. You might.
I got people right in front of me.
Target right here.
I can release the sniper.
Copy that.
I killed
Southbound,
him.
targets on
I
the
killed
roof.
him.
Okay, he wouldn't. Yeah, you might say targets en route, but usually you tell them where they're en route to. So, like, you'd say enemy en route to our location. I think there's an important distinction here. Targets are the things that you actually want to achieve. Or targets are objectives. Enemy are just enemy, right? So your enemy may not be your targets, right? Your target may be securing a building. I say that. We don't really call them targets at all. I guess we call them objectives.
Oh,
I got
fuck,
people in
I killed
front
the
of
guy
me.
that was in the chopper.
Bottom, one bottom.
One target knocked on the roof. Moving up, right side.
What?
Yeah, since they're all sort of close to each other, you can use these quick, easy communications, like I'm going up on the right side or target on the roof.
The middle.
We would say enemy.
Throwing fag. On top, on top. Be careful.
Yeah, I saw one.
I'm flanking right.
Yeah, as I think about it, in official parlance, though, in the real world, things kind of get, people will just say sort of what comes to mind. But if you were writing like a summary of events, you would say that what you engaged were enemy because your objective is the circle, right? So you would say, hey, we're advancing towards the objective. That's the circle. And we encountered 2 dismounted enemy on the roof with small arms. We engaged them and eliminated 1 enemy. Then he would say, okay, I maneuvered or advanced on the enemy with a right along the right flank.
Getting cover.
Watching windows.
But if you were here on my other channel, I talked about some of the airsoft videos. The truth is that communication protocol is subordinate to communication clarity. And if everyone understands your message, then you have communicated appropriately.
He's back up on the roof. Target knocked on the roof again.
Alright, going on the roof. Fuck, you up there. Fuck.
Backside of building, target knocked. 2 targets knocked. Bursting targets. He's back up, he's knocked again. That's it, target's down. Squad wipe, well done. Reloading.
Dude, I have a really good feeling about this guy.
Okay, when you yell, yelling reloading is usually that's something done in a firefight. It's assumed that if you're not fighting the enemy, there's not an engagement, that you're gonna take care of like reloading and stuff. The exception is, again, if like you're clearing a building or someone is covering you.
I know that too. We're gonna fight you after, right, commanding officer?
Let's see if we can make it out of this operation first, shall we? I need you focused in on the current mission at hand.
Contract complete. Recon intel secured.
Contract complete. Copy that, HQ.
SMG here.
Alex, you want this purple?
Yeah, that's more or less right. You'll say copy that or say again. Copy that means I understood your message, similar to Roger, and then of course say again means I didn't understand that. I need you to repeat it back.
Purple MP5.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, hell yeah.
Moving up southeast. It's only 100 meters out. Got movement on the hill. 200 out. Might be heading our way. I'm gonna beat him to the buy station. Are you guys on armor?
We're good.
You got full 5 stack?
Yep.
Drop me 5K here. Big head.
Oh.
Drop me some
Big
cash.
head.
Alright,
Yeah, again, this is actually good small unit like communication. Yeah, protocol. Actually, most of it wouldn't really throw anyone off in the real military at this like fire team level.
squad zone is full. We're gonna need to move for this one. Let's grab a vehicle.
We need someone to drive.
We're gonna try and make it to central zone on this one. It's gonna be a long road to travel here, though.
I like to drive.
Go, 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 go!
Copy that. Moving up. Stay low in the back there. We're gonna take a lot of fire. We're showing up on radar. Going loud with this truck.
Yeah, something to point out is that usually you want to communicate not just the road, but you'd want to specify which road. And the military classifies its routes as main supply routes, alternate supply routes, so MSRs, ASRs. And there are a couple of actually like iconic MSRs and ASRs and routes from the Afghanistan and Iraq War. The famous one is, of course, going to be Route Irish, which was the route away from Baghdad International Airport, from BIAP, one of the most dangerous roads in the world for a time. And the we called it Highway 1. I think for us it was MSR October, but that was the road that ran through the Khyber Pass to Kabul. It was the key resupply route from the port in Karachi, Pakistan, through the Khyber Pass to Kabul. So it remaining open was essential to military operations, and my platoon owned I'm going to say among other things, a 40-mile chunk of that main supply route that we were responsible for keeping open and secure. So that's usually how you would describe it. Though sometimes people would call it Highway 1 because it was so iconic. But we would have a designated MSR name for it.
On the left, hang on tight. Stop in here. Grab that contract. I'll meet you inside.
Say, be
Objective
ready
is
to
to
fight.
eliminate the bounty target.
Breach and clear.
Hey, I was playing with that guy earlier. What the hell? That's funny.
Yeah, breach and clear is. That's right. Yeah, that's a valid command. It means to breach a door and clear the area inside.
Aiden?
Now we gotta kill him.
Moving the
Damn,
roof.
that is true. Keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer, or something like that.
Enemy team is hunting you. Stay alert.
Ah, shit!
You're getting our staff sergeant.
Are they trying to kill our staff sergeant? What the fuck is this metal cut?
We are being tracked, squad.
Yeah, if he's a squad leader, then he is a staff sergeant. The other guy's got him right.
I got you. Move, please. Bam!
Good cover. It looks like our targets are northeast our position, quite a distance up farmland. Threat's low on our current presence, but we got a high bounty out on me. You need to protect me at all costs. Honestly, I'm surprised the bounty's not higher. What, Mom? What?
What the?
No, pick up the dishes after this game. No, please. Please, just let me finish this one. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you.
This is just pretty funny.
You gotta have
No,
multi-personality.
I'm not
This
talking back.
You gotta have multi-personality. This song.
Thank you. Copy, squad, be advised. HQ already has another op lined up for us. Let's wrap this one up and RTB retasking soon.
Oh, so retasking is actually the correct term for it. Yeah, that's exactly what that would be. That was pretty funny. And actually, if you've been in the real military, you know that it is kind of a trope that even decisive, no-nonsense, hard-ass commanders oftentimes can get just bullied by their spouses. And that is a function of the fact that if the military is so time intensive on its service members that basically they have to, just logistically, if they have a partner and children, or if they just, mostly it's if you have a partner and kids, that partner has to assume complete and total control of everything that isn't the job. And if you're like, wow, that's a really antiquated setup, something out of the 1950s, you're absolutely right. And I think the military loses a ton of its talent because it is so high demand on its time. Again, if you watch the military TikTok video coming up, there's a whole TikTok dedicated just to that. The number of spouses who are just like, my husband or boyfriend is on a work trip, is deployed, is in the field, isn't right. And that's sort of how the military is. They'll pull you away for weeks at a time, meaning that you basically have to have a spouse who is always ready on a moment's notice to lose their partner and help in the household, leaving them so they have to be able to run it single-handedly.
I'm creeped out.
What's the status on our bounty here, squad?
We're good. You look safe. We're still kind of cheap.
Copy that. Maintain the high ground. Target spotted. On
I'll go
ping.
this way.
Two targets, two targets.
Yeah, again, he's using target, but he's definitely got, his communication is on point. You notice how he's telling them exactly what he's seeing. He doesn't ask for permission to engage his targets, right? Engaging targets. They're not targets, they're enemy. Targets are what you shoot at. But I like practice. Would you? Yeah, no, target's just something that you shoot at. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person, I think.
Miss, shot one. Correcting for wind speed, 2 knots from the south. Target hit. Armor broke. Target's extracted. That might be the ones who are bounty on us.
Do I have any? Does anyone have any sniper ammo to get, please?
Copy. Dropping rounds here.
Yeah, that was the correct use of copy.
Thank you.
We are pretty exposed on this roof up here.
No, we're not. Look, watch. Oh, fucking fell.
What the hell was that?
Fuck, dude.
You smoking down? Why are you dropping that inside? Can't see shit now.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, smoke, I've never seen it used inside, but it's used outside, well, to cover your escape. It's actually used exactly like it's used in these games, to obscure the enemy's line of sight.
Gas is closing in. You evaded the enemy trackers. Good work.
Contract complete. We got plenty of cash to work with, squad. Let's go for the buy
Lock
station.
it low, lock it low.
Shoot down! On your 6, big head, let's grab this money. Shut down!
Oh my god!
Evasive action!
You don't say evasive action, but you will say, okay, smoke out. Smoke out is correct. You will say, like, shots, you know, you won't say incoming. Incoming is reserved for artillery, but you'll say, you know, I mean, you don't need to say anything, right? Obviously, you know, but, you know, taking fire, probably. Taking fire to my, he'd probably say, like, to my 3 o'clock or to your 3 o'clock, taking fire from the north, east, or whatever.
Look out!
He left. Swaggy, no!
Copy, 1 tango down.
Yeah, they're not called tangos. I hate that. Just call them enemy.
Was that instant? Was
Is he- is he
or
done?
was it a
Yeah,
knock?
it was. Yeah, it was. Yes, yeah, it was. It was an instant.
I need better comms than that. Good to know, though. Well done.
There's a roof up here.
I'm dropping some extra armor plates here and buying another stack.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Be advised, enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, that's also correct. Be advised. It's a military version of FYI.
Moving.
Let's get to the roof here, squad. On me. Maintain the high ground. Check your perimeters. We're good on zone, but not for long. This one's about to lock, and we don't have intel on the next grid. Be advised,
We got ammo
we
right
are
here.
in next zone. I got tango spotted, 2 marked, 3 marked, 3 tangos, taking the shot. One's got cold blood. Out on ping, live ping. Negative hits. Reloading.
I think negative hits is also doctrinally correct. I mean, I don't think you would say it as a sniper, but like artillery fire, right? If you were looking, if you were calling indirect fire, you'd say, oh, that's a negative hit.
Going down. I got one
Nice
down.
knock,
by the
nice
truck,
knock,
by the
nice
truck.
knock.
I got a vehicle disabled on it.
Oh!
Shut
I got myself back.
No, don't use self
negative,
drive.
hold
Don't
it,
use
hold
self
it.
drive. Don't use.
We need you. Come on.
We got you, brother. We got you. Save that for when we need it. One of them's got cold-blooded out there. I got no viz on it. Use this ammo box here.
Yeah, this is also, that's also correct calling. You know, I have no visual. Yeah.
We're on edge of zone. They're gonna have to move up to us. Big, why you keep going down, brother? Where's he
We
from?
need to move.
Where was he from?
They're on my ass. They're on my ass.
the
One
roof!
ping,
Oh,
ping.
hit the deck! Get inside!
Yep, that's all. You notice how he said like hit the deck, which he realized is not the right command. Also, hit the deck. The deck is a naval term for the floor, so like the Marines might say hit the deck. We would say just get down, or in his case, get inside. Right? Clear commands always are the best.
We can still stay up here. We can still stay up here. Oh fuck!
Alright,
No,
we
we can't.
don't.
Shit, Swaggy,
Yeah,
down again. Can
I
we
get
get
you.
up there?
I get myself up. No, I
Copy.
get myself up.
Copy.
I myself
I don't
up.
think we
They're
have an easy
pushing.
way back
They're
up.
pushing.
Shit,
They're
check
pushing,
the
they're
radar,
pushing,
check
they're
the
pushing.
radar. Fall out south, fall out south, stick with me.
Okay, fallout is the term for breaking formation. So fallout is your done formation. We'd say we're moving out to the south, or we're pushing south.
Go, 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 go.
Disengage, disengage. In the woods, southbound, orange ping. We got 2 squads showing up on radar there. Good UAV.
Got you.
Armor plates going down.
Going up here, going up here, going up here.
Shots from the roof!
Yes, perfect. Exactly the right command.
Covering fire!
You would probably want, you'd yell for covering fire. You'd probably want to give them a direction just to be more clear.
Move it.
Orange mark, is that where that last shot came from? Swag, get yourself a
Hey,
self-revive now.
Oh, where's the shop, homie?
It's right
Behind you,
behind
behind
you.
you,
Oh, there
behind
it
you.
is.
Gas is inbound.
I saw someone drop. He got under the freeway. Left. I got a person. He's out. He's dead.
Yes, you notice how this is when people talk about a unit culture. This is some of the things, from a tactical perspective, what we're talking about. You notice how eventually he's, you know, it's sort of tongue in cheek, right? But he is actually communicating really important information and plans to his squad mates. And you notice they've started to do it themselves. They're also calling out where the enemy is. And you saw how it helped him. Once that person said, hey, on the freeway, he's going left, immediately Stone Mountain was able to start tracking for that enemy.
Okay, copy that. Don't know how you just
Executed,
did
baby.
that, but I'll take it.
He was laying down. I got Tango. I got Tango.
See, he has to give a distance and direction now.
I need a better call. Give me a direction. Spotted. Target spotted.
I see him. We're gonna push him? He's by himself.
Moving in. Moving in.
Negative.
Moving in.
Maintain south edge of zone. Maintain south edge of zone here.
Let's go, let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go.
never mind.
But we have bad. We're gonna have to move in anyway, bro.
Cross the river. Cross the river. Target knocked. Damn it. Lost visual on him. Again, the res.
Somebody just threw a nade at me. Oh, fuck.
I'm smoking you. Can we get the res? Target's
I got
cross
myself. I got
river.
myself. I got myself.
Target knock across river. Target broke across river.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of calling out what he is seeing and what he's doing. Yeah, again, just remember, in a pinch, in a adrenaline rush situation, your communication, if it's clear, it's good.
I can't get the shot. They're too far out there. I'm calling in the airstrike on them. I'm calling in an airstrike.
Burn it all.
Swaggy needs help. Swaggy needs help. Swaggy needs help.
Marking new safe zone.
Crossing the bridge on our left. Keep eyes. Target knocked.
Yeah, you would just call it an airstrike.
One behind the wall. Shit, pushing over, covering you.
It is not that easy. You have to talk to the aircraft. You got to walk them in. You wish it was automated like that.
Boys, clear it out. Clear it out.
But again, in talking to aircraft, it's the same story. You have to remember they're above, so they don't know which way you're facing. So you have to use cardinal directions. But your clear communication is the best communication. And simple is always better than complicated. Sometimes it can be as simple as, hey, this is me. So you'd say, you know, Viper 1-6 is Roughneck 1-6. Viper 1-6 would go ahead 1-6, or you know, we'll say Viper 3 to make it easy. Viper 3 Roughneck 1-6. Viper 3 goes go ahead Roughneck 1-6. Say right, requesting an airstrike. We have I think 5 to 7 dismounts in the open. They're about 300 meters northwest of our position. And then probably Viper go, Roger, I've got, you know, 3 to 5 dismounts, small arms, 300 meters north of your position. And then they might confirm it. They might say, I think I see him on visual. Or they'd say, they're in that gray building or that cluster of buildings? And I'd say, yeah, roger that. You've got them. And they go, okay, strike inbound. Sometimes they might ask for an authorization. They might say, you know, hey, this is danger close. We need you to authorize this strike. And as the commander on the ground, you would give your initials, and then they would strike, right? They would hit the target. It can be that simple, right? There is a way more protocolized way to communicate those things. But remember, the person on the other end, you both want to succeed. And if you can't communicate in accordance with like the precise airstrike protocol, you know, there's a way to tell them what ordnance to use, et cetera, et cetera. But simple, plain language information is always going to be the best because you're less likely to have instances of like friendly fire.
He's out.
It's a stereotype, actually, that panicked or ignorant commanders will often call for an airstrike they'll look at the grid coordinates on their GPS or on their map, and they'll call that in as the airstrike location. And that's their location, right? But in their panic, they forget that they have to adjust the location, not call an airstrike on themselves, but on the enemy. So instead of reading off a string of 10 numbers, you can almost always get away with, hey, stand by, here's our location. Do you have visual on us? They go, roger that, you guys are here? You go, yes. Then they go, okay. And then you can walk them to your target. Be like, hey, do you see the dismounts 300 meters, 400 meters to our south? And they go, oh yeah, I see them there, right? And you can help them further by saying, hey, can you see my IR laser? I'll take a laser and point it and circle the area. And they'll say, oh yeah, I've got your laser. Okay, cool. That is the target area.
Kills. Orange mark is going to be next prio. Targets are rotating. They're on the edge of the wall. Orange mark.
Okay, so on me usually means rally on me, right? So run to me. I think he was trying to say the enemy is on me, but you would want to communicate that more clearly.
On the wall.
We're fucked.
There's 2 tangos on that left wall.
Going down.
Good
Going
shot.
down.
Maintain composure here, squad. We got this.
He's on the wall, bro. Yeah, he's probably crawling to his homie.
Right flank, right flank. No armor on
Got
him.
somebody?
Move it.
Oh.
Gas is on us.
Throwing smoke. You must keep
No. Oh, yeah, on south right,
Gas
pharmacy,
is
south
closing
right.
in. Relocating the safe zone.
He's running up on me.
Finish your mission. Take them down.
I'm diving into smoke. Dropping low side.
Hey, go, come on,
We got one underground below here. I've got the low ground.
That was excellent. Do you notice how he covered his buddy as his buddy was entering behind him? That's something that so many players forget, but is so fundamental to any tactical movement, is maneuver, cover and maneuver, right? Or fire and maneuver. But you saw someone was there watching as the other person moved. And then if he set, right, and they could bound back.
Reloading. What? Shit, I got negative on KIA. Person 1. Can you crawl up to me, Big?
Okay, something else I just noticed. One of his battle or squad mates' name was negative. That can be an issue, and one thing in military parlance, you never have a call sign that is another term for that. That's like another term under doctrine or radio, right? So you would never be like your call sign is Tank 3 because Tank 3 is also like I see 3 tanks, right? Or you would never want a call sign that is KI, negative, because it's hard to understand. Like, what do you? It doesn't make any sense. Negative what? You're like, no, that's the call sign.
Okay, bro.
But KIA is the right term.
Can't get you there. They're using you as bait.
You're good. Yep.
Target down.
No.
Be advised, I have all KIA. We are RTB for retasking, squad. Mission accomplished.
Hey, are you a YouTuber?
I am the damn commanding officer, and I respect you respecting my orders. RTB for retasking, squad. Well done.
Okay, RTB. Yeah, I think that's right, actually. Yeah.
Pull me up! Yeah, good to see you back again, pilot. Always a pleasure. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. They held their own.
Thank you.
Guys, that was pretty fun, actually. That definitely motivated me to play Warzone. Let me know if there's other Stone Mountain videos you want me to check out, and if you would want to see me subject myself to some Call of Duty Warzone or another Battle Royale. And thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out the other channel on the podcast and subscribe to me on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch regularly in the future, like the next week or two. So, I don't know. That's it. I'll see you in the next one.